Test. 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 All right, so just doing a late night stream, not expecting any visitors, but going to do some testing against the level 10 AI. This is really just a candidate build for early access, so just doing a last minute check, and of course testing is always fun because I get to play the AI. So actually, even before we do that, I'm just going to wander through here real quick, just make sure all the pages are looking good. If you hear a little noise in the background, that is my doggy. He is chewing on a bone. You'll notice some new credits here for music. We put in 3 new songs. So hopefully that gives a little bit more variety for each of the games. Added this sign up for the email updates. So that's it. So let's dive right in. So we'll just experiment with a few different things.
Welcome back, Commander.
It's kind of a sparse setup, but I expect that it'll be a ring map. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with ODS. Go to level 2 salvage. Oops, I just salvaged my 50 fighters. You can tell it's a late night already. Alright, so now the AI has an advantage. We'll go ahead and upgrade to level 3. And let's get recruit level 2, salvage again, get some more fighters. And AI is already coming in over here on the left. And he's right there as well. Alright, well, we got some work to do. Let's go ahead and get an LOCF up.
Salvaging resources.
We're in trouble. This game's pretty much over. That early salvage killed me. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can make some inroads over here. Upgrade our resource extractor. Because definitely need some funds. He's getting dangerously close to our home planet. So we'll beef up this side here. Level 3 resource extractor. And we'll start building up here. So I've salvaged just about all of my planets. I'm going to add another LOCF, so we'll do a double one. And I'm going to upgrade it.
Increasing resource production.
Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade it. And I think I have one more. No, I don't, but let's get some fighters up here. Let's take a look over here. He's got a bunch of fighters, but we're okay. We're holding it. We'll get some more cash. We're going to get to level 2 on the fighter factory and start upgrading to some utopias. Right now the goal is just hold the line. He's coming in with lots of stuff there. Continue to recruit. I really need to get up to level 3 on recruit. And I have no turrets. Money is in bad shape.
Ability upgraded. Increasing production of fighters.
Let's check over here again. We're staying even Steven with him on his fighters.
Resource extractor complete.
Are we at level 3? We are for level 3 for the fighter factories. And I think we can finally get a GPA up. I think I'm going to put it right here. And
Insufficient resources.
let's scan over here. Oh, his home planet's right there. You know what? This is kind of cheap, but because of where the home planet is, and the fact that he's very weak up there, let's get a QDL.
QDL online.
We're just going to hold the line here,
Constructed.
but we're going to start building up our forces here instead. And my goal is I'm going to hyper right to the home base, and that should work. Let's drop a turret. I'm going to upgrade FTL. And the idea is I'm going to warp all of my fighters here at the same time.
Scanning.
Although he's building up. Uh-oh.
Launching missile.
He's firing missiles.
Increasing resource production of fighters.
And I'm doing a terrible upgrade there.
Resource extractor complete.
Actually, Curtis is online too. Maybe I should try to play him and stream. It'll be terrible. He'll completely whoop me because talking and playing is tough. Alright, so let's upgrade Hyper. Let's actually test it and see if I could make it. Okay, I can make it. Alright, so that's probably actually should have scanned up there.
Fighter factory constructed.
Alright, so now we're going to upgrade Ludicrous. And I think what we're going to do is, if I can time it well,
Travel speed accelerated.
I'm going to do this,
Fighters
do it again,
salvaging.
and do this. We're going to upgrade Doomsday, hit Doomsday. He's level 2 now. And didn't do all that much damage, but he should have nobody over here. And we should have plenty. So at some point I should have the AI able to use FTL as well. Especially level 10, he should be able to use it. So that was kind of a cheap trick, but it worked real well just because his home planet was so close to the line. It would have been harder if it was in one of the back planets. Let me go over here real quick onto Discord and see if Curtis is still online. And actually I'm going to turn down the music just one more. Another option here that's going to come on the next release, if you didn't see it already, escape now will bring up the main menu. I don't like it because I hit escape all the time, but some people have asked for it, so I went ahead and put that in there. But an option for those of us who are escape happy. All right. All right, so Curtis is going to play. And he's going to give me a 20-second head start, just because I know from experience trying to talk and play at the same time is pretty tough. So I'm... I guess I should tell him that I am in the QA. And he is on his way, so I will set this up here and we'll just kind of wait for him to come in. Hopefully he's turning off the stream because apparently he was watching as well. So against Curtis, he tends to be very aggressive early game. He likes to rush in with lots of fighters. With this spread, we're going to go to ODS immediately. Just just because there's no point in the
Ability
OSIF. And I'm going to upgrade salvage as usual. And interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and take my fair share of the center there because it is pretty close. And I'm going to see what's happening here, because if we're very close together, which we are, well, I'm making now a different decision. There's a good chance he's going to put up a GPA right away. And it's usually the center map when you got something like that, the first person to get to the GPA. Oh, but I forgot. I got a 20-second head start. So let's take advantage of that
ability upgraded.
and see if we can get this planet before he gets there.
Salvaging resources.
Apparently even with a 20-second head start, he managed to get there. Alright. Hopefully we have enough fighters though. I'm going to go up to level 2 on recruit. We'll add some fighters. Getting a little bit of latency. I think the streaming is causing some issues
LOCF online.
with the multiplayer. Hopefully that holds up.
Fighters.
Alright, we're just going to attack him.
Requires more resources. Increasing resource production. Insufficient resources.
Okay.
Ability upgraded.
Going to upgrade our LO, or our resource extractor rather. Let's take a look what's going on. We're doing okay. We're going to need way more fighters though. So we'll continue upgrading. We'll salvage some back planets. Let's get to level 3 recruit.
Ability is cooling down.
Hopefully that just missed. Oh, that's fun.
Recruited.
We should be able to get there in time. Let's go ahead and attack him. We'll get to level
Ability requires more resources.
3 on the resource extractor. Make sure we get some good money coming in. Who's focused on that? Let's do a back planet. Get some guys. Looks like he did some recruiting of his own.
Ability is cooling down. Increasing resource production.
Yeah, unless he has a doomsday already, we should be able to take our planet back. We did. Let's salvage another back planet. Let's get a GPA up right here and bring it up a level.
Ability upgraded.
He's just losing lots of fighters. I don't know if he's realized it yet.
Recruited.
Okay, we should be able to take this planet now unless he has a doomsday. Yeah, we're doing alright. Bolster that up with some guys, some turrets on there. Let's salvage a back planet.
Salvaging resource.
We're going to upgrade the fighter factory to level 2 and start getting some utopias now. Let's see what he's got going on here. We're going to do this. We're going to hyper and come down here. And we'll get to level 3 on fighter factories.
Constructed.
Let's go ahead and attack this.
Drafting fighters. Resource extractor complete.
Having trouble thinking about what I want to do here. Let's split this up. I'm going to go hyper again.
Increasing travel distance.
We're going to upgrade, or not upgrade, but
Increasing resource production.
get some extra guys down here. Hopefully he doesn't notice it. We really need to get to QDL, so let's salvage a back planet, get a QDL up over here.
Insufficient resources. Launching requires more resources. Scanning.
Checking to see if there's any extra planets over here.
Doomsday device online.
Alright, that was a good win. See if we can salvage any other back
Salvaging
planets.
resource PA online. Ability upgraded.
And if we hit 75, I'm going to FTL some dudes in. That wasn't very many.
Increasing production of fighters.
need to get an ODS in here somewhere. Let's,
Starbase activated.
oh, there is an extra planet over here of some sort. Let's get an ODS up here.
Online.
We're going to drop a starbase in here and see if we can take that.
Requires more resources.
Let's upgrade Ludicrous.
Ability upgraded.
We're going to look for some opportunities to do something. When we get to 100, we'll hyper Ludicrous together.
Increasing travel speed accelerated. Launching striker missile.
Alright, we're going to get something in here.
Doomsday device.
Ooh, I got that Doomsday in. I don't know if you saw that. But that crushed a bunch of fighters.
Launching missile.
We're going to try and get an ODS up right here.
Salvaging resources.
And the reason is I want to...
Requires more resources.
let's get another starbase in here.
Starbase activated.
The reason is I want to be able to EMP his stuff when I come in.
Increasing production of fighters.
Because I'm going to send a missile right here, for example. And we'll
Enemy
sabotage it.
prepared.
Alright, I'm going to go to level 3 on Ludicrous.
Fighter factory constructed.
And we're just going to bring everything in here really, really quickly. Trouble. Let's...
Defenses improved. Insufficient resources.
Alright, that takes care of that. I have no idea what he thinks he's doing here. But we'll do that.
Travel speed accelerated. Launching missile. Launching striker missile.
And let's hyper
Increasing travel distance. Salvaging
Ludicrous. That'll help get us stuff here faster. I think I'm going to try a trick. If I do, I need a lot of money, but if I drop the QDL right here and then hyper Ludicrous, so I'm going to need a lot of money. We're just going to wait.
Drafting
Let's go ahead and take this planet here. How much is a QDL? 125. So I think I'm going to need 225.
Doomsday device online. Recruited. Ability upgraded.
Alright, so we just upgraded.
Insufficient
Hopefully
resources.
that's enough to hold it.
Fighter factory constructed.
He's trying to be sneaky.
Ability is cooling down. Launching missile.
Alright, I'm not going to get to do what I want to do here, so I'm just going to have to do let's do a bigger scan.
Probing.
Oh, we should have him here, so I'm going to hyper Ludicrous from here.
Increasing travel speed accelerated.
Come back and, oops.
Increasing resource production. Enemy fighters detected. Requires more resources.
Let's see if we salvage this.
APA online. Fighters recalled. Boosting
There we go.
defenses.
I think we got this one in the bag.
Defenses improved.
Now granted, he gave me a 20-second head start. It would be interesting to go through the replay. We need to test the replay, so we can do that. And
Launching missile.
that'll do it. GG. That was not easy. So let me let him know that I'm going to go do the replay. So let's jump in here. By the way, if you don't know, there's a secret key press. You can do forward arrow and back arrow to go forward and backward 30 seconds. But we're going to go back to the very beginning and we'll speed it up 4x. So he did not give me a head start. He was supposed to give me a 20-second head start. So we played that game legit, but that's okay. That explains why we weren't able to take this planet like we thought we would. He was already there because He was being sneaky. So interesting, he delayed and decided to go ODS afterwards. I guess he was trying to see if there was a good planet cluster. Now my idea, can I pause in here? Yes, I finally added pause to replay. Good. So here, my idea was I'm going to salvage my back planets, get lots of money. I mean, that's pretty standard these days using ODS because it's free money, especially if you're far enough back. There's really no risk of the person coming in and taking any of your planets. But you saw later I had no turrets, and I was actually a little bit worried. So let's continue on here. So he gets a good cluster over here. I know I was slow in my thought process, even trying to get to an LOCF, but eventually I do get one. I think the main goal here is, let me see what I was doing. Yeah, I was getting up my recruits, trying to make sure that I bolster this position because I knew that he was already there. He must have done that scan, and I didn't catch it. And I thought I did a scan and I missed it, or did I get it the first time? I don't remember, but eventually we'll get that planet. Okay, so he found that planet early, and that's a critical point too, because especially because you can have planet islands, and sometimes it can be a cluster of 3, even 4 planets depending on how the map generates. It's important to scan around because that extra planet or 2 or 3 can give you a big edge, and also can give you a location that's great for surprise attacks, because you can drop your stuff on it, put a QDL, send cloaked fighters into enemy territory. Alright, so there he is. So this explains, I thought he was coming from something like this and doing a big hyper. I didn't realize he was that close, and that's why he was able to attack that many times. So in hindsight, if I take a lesson away from this, is that when you're getting attacked, scan over from the area attack and see what's going on. You know, he could have dropped an ODS here and put a starbase here, for example. So I missed an opportunity to scan and see what was going on. He's going for Utopias, pretty standard. He likes to get those earlier than I do, and he gets to his QDL early as well, something else that I probably need to do better at. QDL is very, very powerful, and it can sway the game quite a bit. So we'll scan along here a little bit more. And let's just see right here. So balance of power is in his favor. I mean, he's crushing, and it's not a surprise. He's got an extra planet. He's got more Utopias. He's actually completely out-upgraded me. He's only got 2 unupgraded planets, so we expect to see some big numbers here. So 5.63 versus 3.74, 8.9. So he's ahead of me on both counts there. He has more fighters. He's better looking. So he's got everything going for him in this game. So we'll see what we did to help us out. So I think this was one thing. He lost some fighters here, I believe. Yep. The animations aren't playing real well because of the when I did the fast forward rewind, but they were dying and exploding there. So he lost a few fighters there. So already the gap is closing on the fighters, but he's still crushing me in production right now. But I am able to take this planet. He chooses not to take it, probably because it's within the GPA. Oh, he's still coming after it. So he's going to lose a few fighters here, and of course I have plenty, so 10 plus the 5. But that was a key point. When he brought this first missile in, I said, uh-oh, he's got QDL, and guess what? I don't, which is pretty normal. He usually beats me to QDL. So at this point, my thinking is I've got to get to QDL. Otherwise, he's just going to overrun me with missiles and strikers. And there will be nothing I can do about it. That was his starbase that he's dropping there. So I'm trying to be attacking. Of course, I did manage to get this planet down here, so trying to keep it supported. He's hammering me with level 2 strikers, so he's doing a lot more damage to those ships that are in flight. So yeah, I think I did scan here and I missed it. I don't catch it later. There's something else that helps me see it, I think. Okay, so I have the QDL now. And I think the idea of this star base, this is mine, right? Yeah, was that I want to put an ODS here so that I can EMP his stuff. I think when I put that up is when I discovered this. And then the idea was to put this here, drop a star base, and finally be able to take it. So let's pause here because the power has shifted. So let's see what happened to get that shift. So that happened right around the 334. He still has the extra planet, but I got one extra planet back. Taking this out hurts because that costs him quite a bit of money. So I got that. He retains that, managed to kill off some fighters. So I'm starting to get ahead in fighters. I've got an extra planet. I've taken out his QDL. QDLs are expensive, 125 bucks. He still hasn't upgraded these planets, or re-upgraded that one because I took that one. And I think I have all but this one upgraded, and this one, well, my 2 Earths as well. But I'm ahead slightly on fighters and ahead in economy. Managed to kill off some fighters. There's one big doomsday that I get towards the end here. That worked out really well. So he takes this planet back, kills some more fighters. Again, I'm ahead on fighters, still ahead on... well, ahead on fighters, not economy. So he's gotten his planets back. Let's put his QDL back here. I don't know if that's thinking about a sneak attack. If I remember right, there's actually another attack that comes later. So here's another important point. Here I think I did the ludicrous with, yeah, there it is, ludicrous with a triple split. I mean, it's just a matter of distraction, right? If you can overwhelm your opponent, and there's 3 things that they got to think about. All of these planets are weak. I skipped the planet that has all the fighters on it. So if I attack all the planets that are weak, he's going to have to make some choices. He can recruit once, he can doomsday once, and so he has to kind of mentally go through the, okay, there's 92 there, that's the big fighter force. You know, do I doomsday this one, put turrets and lose this planet? You know, he cares about this planet because it actually has a Losif on it. So if he doomsday, recruits, drops a turret and strikers all at once, he may be able to hold this one, and that might be more valuable than saving these 2 guys. But he has to spend time thinking about all of that. So trying to do a multi-pronged attack. And then also, while he's dealing with that, it allows you to go think about something else. So he ended up doing a doomsday there. I ended up getting there. Is that the one that I snuck in, took the planet and got the, I think it is. Yes. So he's got all these fighters coming in here, 61, 14, 11. So what's important is to pay attention as you're taking over a planet that you've got incoming fighters. I see that I'm about to take it. There's just enough time, if I'm lucky, that I'll take the planet, hit the doomsday, and I can take out basically 50, 60, 75 fighters with a level 1 doomsday, which is exactly what happens. Well, I did miss one of them, but I got the big one. He still took the planet in the end, but I chewed up a bunch of fighters, and now we have 100 fighters difference. I'm ahead on fighters, ahead on economy. I managed to, again, dig back into his base here. Managed to get a good hit there, but still going slow. And so now I had the, let's bring this back up here. So the main point of having this star base up was to bring up this ODS, which brings this planet in range, allows me to do the EMP. And so EMP, attack, a couple of times, take down and whittle down the fighters, really just taking them down a little bit at a time. I think eventually I'm going to take this planet, right? There's his attack. We got rid of that. Oh, no, this is the one where he actually... Nope, I guess it's later. Slow this guy down, hit him. I think we do... yeah, we bring fighters here because we know we can take care of it, but I only split off half of them so that I can do, again, another triple attack. We managed to take another planet. At this point in the game, I wasn't positive that I'm ahead yet because I still haven't broken through here. I'm only up to one planet. I don't even know this planet exists. Or that he has it, I should say. So finally I take this planet. I don't know how he knew to come attack it right then. Actually, how did he even see it? Must have been when he dropped a star base, or he did a scan and saw it, so he just went ahead and tried to take it. But we had plenty of time, and we actually did lose it briefly. He did a multi-pronged... I like this attack, by the way, that he just did here. Two very different areas. Would have been better if this one started earlier. Finally, we do a scan to see where he's weak. Again, I'm looking for all these weak points. And I do a split across to the 3 weak points. He does get to do a doomsday, but I do get to take 2 planets. Here I hold it. And we wear this one down. Because he's got an orbital on here. I think he can salvage it if it's disabled, so that would be an option, is go ahead and disable or salvage it and drop a doomsday for those incoming fighters. Let's go back there and... Okay, so yeah, we took this final planet after that big split, and pretty easy. So lots of interesting things there. If I go back to the very beginning, that takes a while. You know, I think the key is you've got to get to the center and take your share of it as early as possible. I'm actually surprised he didn't pop up a GPA early. And then scan your maps. The fact that I missed this, that's a huge opportunity loss. Getting this early and getting it to a moon or a fighter factory. In this case, I'd probably do a moon just because it's so far away from everything else. You know, big opportunity, and again, later you can do something like a QDL here if he doesn't know about it, and you know, straight line shot. If you try to do a sneak attack, then you can distract over here, send in a huge force here, and by that time, if you're lucky, it's too late, and that person won't even notice it. All right, so we've tested multiplayer. We tested the replay. I'm going to go ahead and play one more single player, and then call it a night. Maybe 2, 1 or 2. Because I'm going to go ahead and get the latest build out to Steam. If you can hear it, there's another song playing right now. It's an upbeat kind of techno song. Found that it adds a lot of intensity to the well, actually even the single player. I'm going to do something different. We're going to go with an early LOCF and upgrade it to level 2 just to do something different. And this looks like a great spot for a second LOCF, so I may do that as well. We're going to hit 75 pretty quickly, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I actually open this way against Curtis sometimes. Let's go ahead and check there. The AI should already be there because the AI is very fast, and he is. So let's go ahead and get some fighters up here. We're going to go to level 2 on the resource extractor and start getting our economy built. We'll just keep an eye on this using scout mode. Meanwhile, let's get down here and take all these guys, funnel these guys back. Oops, that was a mistake. Well, let's go take it back, hopefully. We'll go to level 3 resource extractor. And we really just gave that away. So we're making things hard on ourselves again. Let's go ahead and get the, let's get an ODS up right here. we can keep an eye on him. Let's go to level 2 fighter factory and start getting some utopias going. Let's go ahead and get this in. We're going to time this to match. We're going to go to level 2 recruit. Reason being, I want to recruit down here. It's faster to just upgrade recruit and take over these planets than to actually fly something down there. And that'll cover that. As soon as this hits, let's go ahead and drop the GPA. We're going to hit 50 and go to level 3 on the fighter factory. Take a quick look here. And we should have enough fighters to take that over. I'm going to salvage back here, try and get a LOCF going here. I'm going to go to level 3 on the LOCF. And now we have a really good coverage here, so we'll be good on those. Trying to decide if I want to upgrade salvage or if I want to do QDL. I'm going to upgrade salvage just to have it ready for late game. And now we'll get the QDL, and we're just going to start hammering this planet. The AI does not striker back. That's a wish list item for me. It's for him to striker your own missiles. And now we should be able to take that planet. Keep upgrading. He just doomsdayed us, so we may not take it. He did well. Alright, we're going to have to do something better. So let's do this so we can see what's going on, and we'll just keep hammering it. And what I'm probably going to do is next time we attack, we'll EMP it so that he can't doomsday us on the way in. What's going on down here? Just having some ideas of dropping a star base down here and doing something. Alright, now we should have enough. We'll EMP it. At the very least, we're going to put the hurt on. I need to get to level 3 on the recruit fighters. Did I not time that well? I didn't see what happened. Alright, we are in. We were almost not in. I'm going to upgrade to level 3. I'm going to get rid of this ODS, get the cash back, drop the GPA, and let's take a look here. Alright, so we know he has weak spots here, so we're going to do the same thing that we did in the other game. Hyper should get there. I'm going to upgrade Ludicrous. We'll Hyper Ludicrous. And apparently we can't reach the other one, so we'll just do that one. We should be able to take it. Oh, he doomsdayed us. Good for him. You know what? Let's just drop a star base. Here's my thought. I'm going to drop a star base. I'm going to GPA upgrade to, or not upgrade, but use faster than light. Warp in a bunch of stuff. And then split. Oh, let's take that out. And let's get rid of that. We'll Lossifit. And there's a technique for taking weak planets. Oh, we're upgrade. Alright, so what I did very quickly was upgrade Doomsday to level 2 because I had plenty of cash. So it took out 100 fighters. I recruited and dropped a turret. So let's see what we got left. He's got a bunch of fighters here, not so much here. So what we're going to do is Hyper Ludicrous, start a battle here, and then split these up here so that he can't. We're going to lose those fighters. That's not fast enough. But we can do the same to him. Go ahead and missile up here. We'll hit level 3 missile in mid-air. It's another trick that you can do. You can upgrade your missiles in mid-flight. Can't scan, but I'll do this for now. I'm going to upgrade scan to the next level. Take a look at what we have. And I should be able to drop a GPA. We will bring in a bunch of fighters with FTL. Man, he loves to doomsday. We're going to upgrade turrets and drop an extra turret here while he's in mid-flight, and that will take care of that. And let's just missile this. Get these turrets down. Oh, he had some extra stuff up there, but we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to time this really well. Oh, he made doom. Ah! I didn't think about the doomsday, but we'll still have enough fighters afterwards. Alright. So that worked. I'm going to go ahead and do one more.
Console activated. Crew await your orders.
Alright, what do we want to do here? Let's do... We're going to wait and see what's up here, and we'll probably do an LOCF up here.
LOCF online.
We're going to upgrade the resource extractor level 2 and go ahead and get that started. And when we hit 25, let's do another one here. And I don't think I'll do another upgrade until I hit 50, and we'll go to level 3 on the resource extractor. It's kind of a weird map. Not sure what to expect. Is it going to go around like this? So it looks like we have a ring map. Let's get to that level 3. Because this guy is an oddball out here, I may try to connect with a star base at some point, which will help speed up some of the travel. So we have an interesting cluster here. I'm going to drop the ODS right here, and then I can connect. We see he's already here. I'm going to go ahead and drop a starbase right there. Let's support this planet. Let's take this before he does. And let's upgrade salvage to level 2, salvage a back planet. I may have to do a recruit here even though I don't want to. The reason I don't like doing recruits at level 1 is because now I have to wait 30 seconds. But it did save the planet. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to recruit level 2. Continue to get the economy going. We're going to probably lose that planet. These guys aren't super well defended, so we might be able to do something there. We should be able to recruit to level 3, which will give us way more fighters, and we'll defend that. And I am going to do what? I'm going to time this so that this guy comes down here. We'll split off. We'll attack here. Cover this guy down here. Let's GPA. We'll take out 5 fighters and get our GPA going. And now we're going to bring these, and again, we're going to try to time everybody so they land at the same time. As long as he hasn't gotten to Doomsday. If he had gotten to Doomsday, that would be a disaster.
Defenses improved.
Alright, so we've got our half of the map, so we're pretty satisfied. That's a good outcome against the AI. Let's go ahead and send a scout up here, see what's going on, and we're going to upgrade Fighter Factory and start upgrading our utopias. Try to hold this planet.
Ability is cooling down.
And I feel like I want more visibility, but first I'm going to get to level 3 salvage. Salvage a back planet and get my QDL. And we'll go ahead and knock him down with a striker so that we can comfortably hold. What am I at on Fighter Factory? We're going to get Fighter Factory to level 3. And I feel like we need to put a lossive somewhere, but there's not a good spot. I'm going to put a starbase here so that I can do a lossive. So that's another technique is the starbase does give you a little extra defense because it comes with a turret, but it also can be useful for setting up the perfect lossive position if one doesn't exist. Can I salvage something? We'll salvage you. And now I'm going to upgrade LOCF, and I got good coverage. Take him down. Where are all these fighters coming from? Alright, I'm going to Doomsday.
Doomsday device online.
That'll take care of that. I feel like I can get one more lossive in here in a spot, but I don't have a good spot, so we're going to do it here. We'll drop a starbase here. And that should get good coverage. see what's going on over here. Whoa, he's got a big army there.
Ability is cooling down. Fighter factory constructed. Resource
Oh,
extraction
oh, oh.
complete.
Almost missed that.
Increasing resource production.
Alright, so we got everything upgraded. I'm going to go to level 3 on the LOCF, and I feel like we're in a good position. Now we just got to hold off all these attacks.
Recruited state device online.
So a couple of a Doomsday there, Striker. Now we need a plan. Let's get to level 2 on the Deep Space Scanner so we can see more stuff. So again, he's got these weak planets here. We can let him come in. He will take that planet, but we could go attack a bunch of these things. So first thing I'm going to do is upgrade Hyper.
Ability upgraded.
Go ahead and get
Fighter
these
factory
guys set up
is
here.
cooling down.
And see, I'm level 3 on this. I'm going to salvage here and put the ODS here instead.
Launching
And I'm going
missile.
to upgrade the ODS for a little bit more visibility. Okay. The good thing is because he came and attacked here, all these fighters just got burned off, so this whole area is weak now. So I'm going to upgrade Ludicrous,
Ability upgraded.
and I'm going to hyper Ludicrous all this stuff in right here. And now I'm going to,
Doomsday device online. Fighters.
Okay, we're good there. And now I'm going to hyper Ludicrous and go hit these areas here. I'm going to salvage this, upgrade to Doomsday level 2,
Ability is cooling down.
except that I don't have enough time to execute it. I still have 6 seconds, so we'll try to do a little damage there. I need to put a GPA back up.
Fighter factory construct defenses improved.
So we did lose our planet,
Recruited.
but we got 3 in return. So we're going to do this.
Launching missile.
Missile it, get rid of that Doomsday.
LOCF online.
Get those guys in range, and now
Launching striker missiles.
let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to EMP it when I get close.
Enemy travel repair. Resource increasing production of fighters.
Hopefully that was the right amount of time. Looks like we got there. Good. And now we have way more than our fair share of the map, so this should be
Ability is cooling down.
just a little bit of end game technique to wrap it up.
Ability
Get to
upgraded.
level 2 on the missile. We need to get up to level 3, but we're going to get this planet up here comfortably.
Increasing resource production.
Let's go ahead and keep attacking. Let's see what's going on here. And he has almost no fighters left. So what I'm going to do is upgrade to FTL. We will GPA right here. I'm going to send some fighters and FTL the rest in, or at least a bunch in. Oof, that hurt. We just lost 100 fighters, but that's okay.
Launching missile. Ability is
Level 3 on the missile. That'll take that out. Doomsday here, although we didn't probably need to. And I'm going to
salvaging.
put a GPA here, FTL in, missile, that should take it down to 4, and we will easily take the home planet for the win. So pretty solid. I mean, the basic approach here against the AI is, you know, take your fair share of the map and then try to build a wall. Don't let him pass. Now, on certain maps where there's a lot of planets and he has the opportunity or he makes the decision to go for more of economy, he can start to get aggressive and do some of the things that we did. So you saw how we bypassed you know, the place where he had the most fighters and go hit his weak spots. Well, he'll do the same thing, and he'll hyper and Ludicrous into the back of your base. And it can be very tricky, but it really just depends on the map. So things are looking pretty solid. We've been testing this version for several days. So I am going to go ahead and sign off and post the build, which will be available on Steam hopefully here within the next 20 minutes or so. Thanks.